This video will take somebody through the steps of how you can download the online learning content onto an iPhone or an iPad in a way that you can then access it when you are offline. So in this example here, I've got the 7 sections. We would have to repeat this process 7 times to download each one in turn. Now before we start, I just need to go through a little bit of the setup. On the iPhone or the iPad, we'll need a different app in order to be able to export this content and play it when we're offline. There are going to be multiple apps that will do this, but the one that I am using and the one that appears to work quite well is one called File App by File Manager, and this is a free app, so you need to find that in the App Store. There will be a link on the site that will take you to it, but it is a third-party app. We have no responsibility for the way that behaves, but at the moment that is one that's working for me, and that's what I'm recommending. So you need to make sure that you've got that installed on your device first of all. What you will then do is go to online, locate the area, and then I've got these 7 offline versions, and I need to repeat this 7 times. So I'm going to do the first one. So I just click on the link, and it will ask me, do I want to download? I click on download. Now you'll see at the top there's this little down arrow that's pointing downwards. That's telling me that it is downloading. If I click on that down arrow, so this is just to the right of the address bar, it will give me the option of viewing the download center. So I'm going to click on the top item, the one that I've just downloaded, and I'm not going to open it here because it doesn't actually work if I open it here. I've got to open it in that file app that I showed a minute ago. So what I'm going to do is press my finger and hold, and then I'm going to move. Now it'll give me a whole long list of places that I can move it to, but one of them is the file app that I've just mentioned before, and I'm going to put it into a downloads folder within that. I click on move. So it's now moved it from the iPad's general downloads area into the file app. If I now go into that file app, I can now see I've got a folder called downloads, and if I go into that, I can see I have the version that I've downloaded. Now I've got the zip file, which is what I've just moved across. I've already unpackaged it to save time, so that's what that top one above is. You would just see that top zip file. So what you would do is you would click on that, and it will then say, do you want to unzip it? You would click on unzip, and it will take about a minute or so, and it will unzip it for you. I'm going to cancel because I've already done it. So once you've unzipped it, you will see this top item, and if you just click on it to open it, it will show you the files within it. And the one that we want is called index. So when I click on that, it will take me into the learning object, and I can work my way through using the arrows at the bottom. I've also got sort of like the 3 horizontal lines at the bottom right, which will allow me to bring up the table of contents. As you go through, some of the content may not fit perfectly on the screen. You might have a scroll bar appearing that you have to scroll up and down to access some of the items. And if you want to view an image that's quite small, clicking on any image will make it appear larger, sort of full screen. So it's useful for viewing the images. So just to repeat the steps, you will have to access the site when you do have internet connection. You will download the 7 zip files. You will then move them from the downloads area into the file app area. Within there, you unzip them. You then go into them and you click on the index and it will play. This will work on an iPad and an iPhone. Obviously on an iPhone the screen is quite small, so it will work, but some of the text might be quite hard to read because you'll have to do more and more scrolling, but it works quite well on an iPad.